Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today, besides opening up more of these Cardsmith currency trading cards, which I'm super excited about, this is a series 2 one. I have a lot at the back. So we got series 3 over here, which I've already opened up a lot. Yesterday, I opened up, wait, was it yesterday? Honestly forgot. Oh, no, it was yesterday. It was yesterday. Yesterday, I opened up 2 of these, but I didn't get anything really like special. By special, I mean like I want one of these redemption cards. So the only time I ever got a redemption card was from this box. It's empty now. But the first time and the only time that I've ever gotten a redemption card with like crypto inside, and I hope it's like 1 Bitcoin, but it might not be 1 Bitcoin. It might just be like 0.001 Bitcoin or something like that, which would be like I think, or 0.00001, something along the lines of like, okay, Bitcoin's like 81,000 today or something. So then it would be like, I think $81. So a lot of people apparently on the internet have gotten that. So that's the only time I pulled it, but I do have another one that I didn't open up. I've just gone nuts. I'm absolutely obsessed with this stuff. So anyways, I'm going to be opening up 2 more of these ones. And later on, I will be opening up all of those. So hopefully, let me know if you believe that I could pull another redemption card. I don't have high hopes I'm going to get a redemption from these ones because I've literally opened up so many of these little boxes with like 10 cards in each of them. And I haven't gotten any redemption cards from these little ones, even though it says, I know it's hard. It's cryptocurrency redemption 1 in 96. So not that easy. Apparently not as easy as buying crypto because crypto is so insane right now. Oh my God. Like, okay. If you were here and you bought crypto in March of 2024 and everything was doing really, really well, but then all of a sudden, suddenly in April and March, and it just kept, April and May, and then it just kept like plummeting from earlier this year, you probably realized that like, sometimes it could be really short-lived, right? So I think because I've just gone through so many cycles of this, I'm not even just talking about like, okay, I've been around for like as long as Bitcoin's been around since like 2008. That's, I think, the first time the white paper was released. And I clearly did not have any Bitcoin in 2010, or else I would be living in a house made of gold right now. So I wasn't even in crypto for that long, but I feel like just watching it since finding out about it, I think 2016, and watching it since then, and then having participated since 2019, I think is when I bought my first crypto, is like, it feels to me like a long time. And you just see so many swings up and down within like either a year of bullishness or a year of complete failure and crypto winter. So love to know what you guys think. But I guess before we get started, I just want to let you guys all know that it's never financial advice on my channel. As always, entertainment purposes only. Like, you're watching a video from a girl who makes videos of like K-pop dancing, which I'm trying to get better at, but I'm not really good at. And then also lip syncing videos along with me guessing states, which that one went like a little viral, I guess. And I feel like I'm literally getting made fun of by like, I don't know, kids in grade 3, because there's people with comments that are like, I'm in school right now and how should you not know the states? Like, basically this game that I played was you guess the states because it gives you like the shape of the state that the American state. And then afterwards you get like a first letter. It gives you like a letter. So you have to like either the shape, or it also gives you a tip with like the first letter. And I got a lot of it wrong, but for some reason the machine was whack and like it thought that I was guessing the right thing. So a lot of people were like outraged. And then there was like these people who were saying they're kids. Who knows on the internet if they're actually kids? But there was these kids that are like, how does she not know what it is? Like, I'm in blah 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 grade and I know. And this person's so much older than me and they don't know. But it's like, I know a lot of things that you don't know if you're in grade 3. Do you want to talk about ticker symbols? Anyways, sorry, just wanted to get that out there. We're going to be opening these up, but before we do that, welcome everybody in here. Hello, Sean, Gerber, Luke's Car and Stocks. Welcome, Emily, Roxy, Syndicate Hunter, and To the Moon. Whoever else joins, or some of you guys, I know you're here, but you're not commenting, but that's okay. I love you still. Thank you for the views and smashing that like button, whether you like my videos or not. I highly appreciate it. And yeah, let's get started. First off, this is mainly for me because I want to look back at these videos hopefully when I'm like, I don't know, 100 years old, and hopefully Bitcoin is like $1 million by then. Or Kathy Wood expected it to be like $500,000 or something like that. I think she said this. Like, 2 or 3 years ago. By the way, I just want to point out that even though you guys are so bullish on this, and like, I think I put a poll on, do you think Dogecoin is going to $1 or $2? And then most people on like X was like $2. It's really bullish right now. Our fear and greed level on CoinMarketCap is at 79. It's pretty greedy right now. Bitcoin is at 81,421. I honestly wasn't paying attention if it hit 82,000, so let me know if it did and I just missed it. I don't have any Bitcoin, but I'm hoping that one of my redemption cards has a Bitcoin inside so I could at least say that I have some Bitcoin. So yeah, let's hope that works out. And Ethereum obviously still at number 2, which honestly I really want to spice things up. I'm one of those people that's like, I think ETH has been there. Like, I love ETH and I have ETH. I don't have any Bitcoin, but I would love to see. I don't think anything's replacing Bitcoin's number 1 spot at 1.6 trillion. My God, right now in the market cap. But I could see, Ethereum being replaced for like a couple seconds or maybe a couple of months. I don't know. Maybe by Solana. Solana's at number 4 right now with a market cap of 97 billion, which is also insane. But Ethereum's at 380 billion, which I feel like it has a lot more space to move up. Dogecoin is finally way above XRP and it's above USDC. Personally, I think that's a good sign. It is at number 6 right now at 42 billion because today it just went crazy and hit 30 cents. Right now, it corrected a tad bit, but I'm actually really amazed that it's still at right now. Okay, let me refresh this because it says 28.7 cents, but we'll just refresh. Yeah, still at like 28.7 cents, which makes it up 25% in the last 24 hours, which is better than everything above it. It's doing better than everything all the way to the top to Bitcoin. Let's see who did better than Dogecoin. Shiba Inu is up 12% in the last 24 hours, so it did really good as well. SUI, I don't have that, but it's up 12%, also not beating Dogecoin. Near Protocol is up 9%, also not beating Dogecoin. Just going down the list. Chronos actually is doing better than Dogecoin. I mean, it's at number 28 right now. CRONOS. And yes, it's confusing because I'm pretty sure this is the, what is that? Crypto arena. It's the crypto arena thing, right? It's a crypto arena, crypto.com. I'm pretty sure Chronos is crypto.com. I feel like they just like rebrand and like rename themselves like a lot, but whatever. Sorry, I'm just skipping a bunch. So yeah, that one it's up 33% today, which is like pretty amazing. And then Dog.Hat is at number 34. It's up 19%, which is also quite impressive because that's better than Ethereum did today. And let's see, just scrolling down the top 100, Floki is up 17%. Another one of the Dogecoin wannabes is kind of how I call it. Sorry for those people that are like, it's not Doge wannabe, but it wouldn't have happened, I think, without Dogecoin. Neuro. So guys, Neuro just came on my radar recently. It is down 5% in the last 24 hours, but it is up 100% in the last 7 days. And I recently found out that Neuro, Neiro, and then it has a bracket. It says first Neuro on Ethereum is a coin that I don't know if the lady who owned Kabotsu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but the OG, let's bring him here. So if you don't know, now you will know. This is Doge. This is how it all started. But Dogecoin came because of the Doge meme, which came first. But this meme really only happened because a lady in Japan owned this dog, right? And then the dog, she took a picture, I think, of the dog making this face, and then it just like went viral on the internet. And then it was known as like, I think people were calling it Doge. And then I think it was Billy Marcus, Jackson Palmer. So the two kind of got together. I think one was in advertising, the other was more like engineer. But they got together. They didn't know each other. They weren't friends. They just kind of like, I don't know, met online and whatnot. And then they came together and created this fabulous Dogecoin thing that we know about today. So that's kind of the history of it. So that Japanese lady, apparently, allegedly, at least that's what I'm hearing on the internet, she, I think, okay, like, rest in peace, the original Doge. I heard the original dog named Kabotsu, which is like this image. I think is it a she or a he? I don't know. but the dog basically passed away, and she bought another dog. Unless, or maybe she adopted it. I don't know, but she has another dog, and the dog's name is Nero, apparently. And Nero is now, some people turn it into a coin. It's not even just like it's a coin, which I'm not even sure if it's associated with her, or is this woman buying, or are they donating some coins to her? Like, I don't know what's going on. Let me know if you know. But I just know that there's like I think there's like a lot of, because you can just make a bunch of PayPay coins and PayPay girlfriend or Floki and Doge girlfriend. There's a lot of that stuff. You could just make a bunch of like whatever. I don't know how people find it so easy to make it, like, or how they have the time of day, but I don't know. I guess there's just people making a lot of money all the time. I don't know how to make coins, so I'm clueless with that. But apparently Nero is her other dog now. I think maybe that's her only dog. I don't know if she has turtles or fish or whatever. I would love to have like a fish tank. But people are making this like Nero coin, and I just thought that was really funny. But I hope that this woman is like making money. Like, it's just really weird. It's weird that I find it like almost like injustice that she started it all with the image of her adorable dog, and then it like turned into this other thing, which is like the magicalness of the internet. But then like it turned to this beautiful thing, and then it became Dogecoin, and then thanks to Jackson Palmer and Billy Marcus. And then we are like, there's all these people, including myself, that bought Dogecoin and talk about it and know about this history. And I just think she deserves to be rewarded. Like, this wouldn't have happened. It's like the butterfly effect. This would not have happened if she never had the dog and she never took the picture. So isn't that so insane to think about? I don't know. I just think that that's so crazy. And I feel like she deserves to be rewarded for it. So I don't know if people are actually like donating this Euro coin, or if anybody donated Dogecoin to this woman, or if this woman has some type of like GoFundMe, or I don't know, collecting money situation on Twitter. I don't know how all of that stuff works, but I know you can cash out people like on Twitter, I think, because I set up mine to test it out. But anyways, welcome all of you guys. Steven, the grew up, welcome. Bangkok Bert, Ryu, welcome. Okay, so yeah, what else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, so anyways, not financial advice, but I also just wanted to say, like, I feel it is my responsibility to, at least, not like I'm responsible for anybody because this is entertainment purposes only, but I think if anyone is like, a lot of you guys are probably younger than me. I feel like people that are younger than me, people that are new, inexperienced, or you just started trading crypto this year and you're like so excited, I find it like a motherly thing to do, because I feel like I've already been through like a cycle that was like really traumatizing, that I need to tell you my experience of buying, not selling, and then just how all of that went down and what I remember, because it easily could happen again. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it easily could happen again, especially if you look at the previous cycles. Like, it goes up and down pretty quick. So anyways, I bought into Dogecoin before Elon Musk bought X, before kind of like the SNL thing exploded, and Dogecoin was like known, but it wasn't that big of a deal because nobody took it seriously, and it never hit 1 cent at the time. So that's when I bought Dogecoin, and I just thought it was hilarious. I still think it's hilarious. I bought it when it was like hard to buy, and it wasn't even, I think when I bought it, it wasn't even on a lot of platforms. So I got into it before it hit 1 cent. And I remember thinking to myself, and this is how crazy crypto is. I remember thinking to myself, and I would like talk to my SO, I'd be like, oh my God, if it went to 10 cents, like 10x, more than 10x, because it was like under 10 cents. I think it was like a third of a cent or something like that. So I was like, if it went to like 10 cents, it would be like crazy. I would be so rich. So like, I remember saying that and thinking like 10 cents would be so crazy. Like, that's like winning the lottery. And then what do you know? Less than 6 months of me saying those words, we went to 75 cents. Like, 75 cents. Dogecoin went from under 1 cent to 75 cents. And that is the craziness of the internet, the unknowns, and the world of crypto, really. You have to understand that, like, sometimes your wildest dreams really can come true, and never say never, because sometimes you will say, like, okay, 10 cents would be insanity, and then it goes like 7x on top of that. So sometimes that stuff does happen. But the best part is then you have to deal with all of the issues that come along with everything that I just said. Thank you, Dawn. Welcome. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Dogecoin to the moon. Absolutely. Okay, so again, I'm not saying this, by the way, to like burst any of you guys' bubble. I just want to put it out there so that you guys have this reference. And if there's anyone that was like me, or you're going through it right now, I just want to tell you and be warned, right? So, anyways, I was like obviously over the moon in May of 2021, less than 6 months of me saying that I think it's going to go to 10 cents one day. And then it went to 75 cents. And then what happened was that I just got like extremely cloudy headed, and I wasn't thinking about like my actual life anymore. Like now looking back at it, I'm just like, for the last, so ever since 2021 May, when Dogecoin did hit 75 cents, it has been going down, and the lowest it went to was not even the most recent, like last 3 months. You guys probably know it went to like 9 cents, but obviously the lowest of the low I think was like 2023. I think we touched like 5 to 6 cents or something like that, right? It was so trash. So it was terrible. And when I was going through it all those like 3.5 years, I feel like that's when reality kicks in. And then you just start thinking, like, oh my God, what was I thinking? When I had my portfolio, by the way, this is not just because of Dogecoin, but it was because I was investing in a bunch of other things too, like stocks, options, other cryptocurrencies. So my portfolio at the all-time high during that moment when Doge was at the high point too, it was at like 2.6 million. So then looking back at it, I'm just like, the past basically like 3.5 years, I would just be thinking like, what was wrong with me? Like you have this crazy guilt, at least I did, for not being realistic and thinking like, oh my God, I had all this like life-changing money. Why didn't I like do something about it? So yeah. And then when that was happening, like when everything was up, I couldn't think about the things that I needed to buy, the things that would really be helpful if I bought for myself or my loved ones. Like I just didn't really think about that. I just thought about like, okay, just $1, $1. Like there's like a madness to cryptocurrency if you are in really, really deep, like I was. I was like way more than like 50% of my overall assets into it. Okay. I was like more than 90%. So I went like pretty much all in. Not like all in as in like I literally sold the shirt off my back and like went all in, but it was close enough. So I think if you are one of those people that are going in that deep, just remember that in the moment, in the heat of it, you're not going to think about like what you actually need. But when things aren't going well anymore, then you're going to think about all the things that you need. So I highly recommend really deeply thinking about it while your portfolio is up. It's much easier to sell when it gets up than when it's down, and you don't want to be stuck. That's the only thing. So yeah, just want to put that out there. I feel like even though I am saying this, I'm not surprised if like a lot of people are just like whatever, because I was one of those people that when I was doing live streams at the time, people were like, sell it, like you're crazy if you're not selling it. And I was like, just thinking, whatever. I'm like, it's going to $1. What are these people talking about? So yeah. Again, a lot of people thinking it's going to go to $2. And then for Bitcoin, a lot of people think it's going to go to, like Kathy Wood said, like $500,000. But I also want to point out, in case you guys forgot, you can go back and look at this. Like, I'm pretty sure there's YouTube clippings of like news anchors talking about this. When Bitcoin was inching up to $69,000 for the first time in 2021 of November, there were people that once it hit around that like $50,000 mark, they were like, it's going to $150,000, but it didn't, right? And then those people go away. And then now the next wave is happening. And even before the next wave was happening, there's been a lot of people that said it's going to go to 200,000, right? It's always people saying it's going to be higher. Just remember that. I think it goes for every single coin, whether it's Bitcoin or other altcoins. And of course, the meme coins, people are always going to estimate higher. And I feel like there's a sense of, I don't know, I feel like there's a sense of trickery almost. It's like, I don't know if people are doing it on purpose, but I feel like some people would want you to think that it is going to go much higher because they're going to drop the bag on you way before that. Like if I was a whale and I had billions of dollars in coin XOX, I don't even know if that's a coin, so I'm just giving you an example. If I had like billions of dollars in XOX, I could, and if I was very influential, I could easily just say like, oh, I think it's gonna go to from $5 to 55. But then once it goes to 25, because all these like people on Hopium are like buying it, I could easily just toss it at like 30 or something. So yeah, just remember that that is definitely a thing. I mean, pump and dumps are a real thing. Look it up. So there's also that. And then sometimes it just loses steam. And then when a big whale leaves and the chart doesn't look good anymore, people just like everyone else, regular retailers just all start dumping it and it just gets wild. So yeah, just remember that. But let me know what you guys think, like all your estimates. I would love to know what you guys think the future is. But I did talk about like when you guys think it's going to go to the moon, whether it's going to be like now, because that's kind of what it feels like, or is it going to be like next year, near the end of next year? And most of you guys think that the real pop is happening at the end of next year. And if that is the case, then I feel like we should all be, whoever plans to stay in on this, like it's going to be a bumpy ride because I already was a part of this in the last cycle. And it's not just going to go all the way up. I feel like some people are buying Bitcoin and they're like, we're going to go to 150. It's like, no, bro, we're probably going to go to like even 100 if you're lucky before the end of this year. And then it's probably going to drop down at least more than $15,000 in a couple of hours, even. Like that's totally possible. And then also with Ethereum, like as much as I want to see it because I have Ethereum, as much as I want to see it go to like $5,000-6,000 like right now, I'm expecting it to go to, if I'm even lucky, like 4,000 and then go down before hopefully rising back up near the end of next year. Just because like all the cycles seem to be like winter, November, December time. Remember the highest point I think was like what, like 17,000 rounded up to let's say 18,000 in like December of 2017. That was like the first cycle before the last one, and the last one was 2021. So then that's why people assume it's going to be another 4 years after that. See 2017, 2021, and then 2025. Which means we would have to be like 1 year from now. And you know it's never 1 year from now, like straight line up. So then it's almost like I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. So every day I'm looking at my portfolio, like I'm not even looking at it right now. I'm just talking to you guys. But every day I'm looking at my portfolio, I'm just like, oh my God, it's doing so well. But I'm so scared because I've already seen it. It's like I'm in a scary movie. And so you already know what's about to happen. Anyways, I'm opening this up. Wish me luck because I really want another redemption card. Since I already have one, if I get a second redemption card, then I'm more likely to open one up sooner because I don't want to scratch it. I don't want to scratch that redemption card yet, even if it is one Bitcoin. I would like to have 2 redemption cards just to like, balance out my chances. That was a terrible bear cycle. I think I have PTSD. Dawn says exactly. That's me. That's my life. Like I think I will forever be scarred. I think it's not just like it was a bad cycle, but I feel like it was me. Like I know that it could have been much different if I had traded differently. But of course, you can't guess everything that happens. Nobody is a super genius. Otherwise, if everyone is a super genius, actually, that's a better way because some people are super geniuses. Maybe they just don't trade stocks. But if everybody was super smart and knew exactly when to sell, then I don't think the market would be able to market the way that it markets. It wouldn't be able to move up and down. It would just keep going up and it just wouldn't make sense and nobody would have to work anymore. So I think that would be really strange. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being a part of my live stream. Smash the like button if you have not already. I really appreciate it. Also share my videos with your friends and fam if they're also interested in these currency cards. If those guys are like, where to get it, I do usually like tag the products below my video. So you can check out older ones if this one's not, it's not like, I didn't edit it yet. But yeah, I have other videos. So I'm trying to get from this series 2 set a Sam Bankman-Fried card because I want to show you guys. It's really funny, but I don't know if I'll actually be able to get that. But since I did open 20 yesterday, and then this is like the next 20, I'm pretty pumped. Oh, actually, you know what? Before I open it up, I also want to talk about the fact that GameStop is finally up. I don't know if anybody is in GameStop, by the way, but I love GameStop. And did you know that GameStop GameStop is right now finally like, I don't know if they do it for these cards. Maybe they do. But basically, like, like your Pokemon cards or whatever, your Charizard cards, thousands of dollars. You can go in, or your Magic cards. You can go into GameStop now and then get it, what do you call, graded. You get it graded like on the spot. I've never done it because I don't have like really expensive cars or anything like that, but I know of this from like during the pandemic when like everybody was super interested. I think it was like, was it Logan Paul or somebody? I don't know. There was a lot of like influencers that were like also hyping up with the whole Pokemon thing. So there's now you can go to GameStop and just like have your card graded, so they could like tell you right away if it's like, I don't know, a 7 or a 10 PSA, I think is what it is. But whereas back then I heard you have to like mail your card away to like get it PSA graded or something like that. And I just thought that sucks, because like if your card is very valuable, you don't really want like somebody, like you don't want to lose it and not see it for a while. So I think it's much better now that you can just like physically go to a GameStop, and then like right in front of you some dude is like grading your card, putting it together, and then you get your graded card, like the value, or at least you would know how much you could possibly sell it for, right? Because you have it graded. So I think that's really cool what GameStop is doing. I hope GameStop puts out like more news that they're like, I don't know, maybe investing more crypto with all that money they have, because hello, we know that they have so much cash. But yeah, GameStop's been like pretty down for a while, but I saw that it was at $26 earlier, and right now, overnight 24-hour market on Robinhood, it is at 25.82. So pretty happy about that one. We'll see if it continues to ride. And then now let's see what's going on with Dogecoin. Dogecoin is at 28 cents. Okay, where's my Ethereum? Okay, and also with all that being said, it's just very hard to time the market as much as I'd like to time the market though. I feel like the safest way for myself, which is something that I didn't do before, is in 2021, I was more like, okay, boom, 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 diamond hands all the way up. And then I couldn't get rid of it on time. So then I just like diamond handed it all the way down. So now in 2024, my game plan is there will be some that I will diamond hand to see a new all-time high. But then I may or may not change my mind last minute and just be like, okay, I don't need to wait exactly for the new all-time high. If I'm happy with the price, I could just get rid of it, because as long as I'm in the green, I'll be okay. So that's my new game plan. And then there'll be like some cryptocurrencies which I'm just going to be like trading on and off. And I think Ethereum is definitely going to be one of them, because I've been doing that. Like I've just been buying and selling Ethereum. So then I feel like I'm not just watching it go up and down and up and down, because I've been doing that for a long time, and just I think I'm done with that. So that's my choice for this year. Everything has its risks. So by diamond handing something, I guess the good thing is if it moons, then you're part of the ride. But also by swing trading something, I can miss like something going to the moon, but at the same time, I feel like with swing trading, especially if you're going to swing trade and you're going to cash out like with a lot of cash on the side, most days, then I don't know, it gives me more security and it makes me feel better at nighttime. So that's the main difference for me. I think I can't go through another crypto winter. I don't know about you guys. I feel like if you're new to this, it's just like it's easier. I feel like I am a senior in this now, or maybe like almost a senior, and I just think that I don't want to deal with the next crypto winter with barely any cash. So I want to be definitely mostly cash by the year 2027, which I assume to be not the greatest for crypto. Like I don't think Bitcoin's going to go to 20,000 anytime soon, but I wouldn't be shocked if it loses like, I don't know, at least 30%. So that's just like how I see it. And I want to buy, if anything, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies when hopefully things drop. First one, Ant Miner. Oh, this card's new. Okay, number 6. It's called Ant Miner. I never got this one yet. There's a lot of cards I don't have for Series 2, obviously, because this is the third and fourth boxes that I'm opening, and they're small boxes. So I've only opened up 20. Now I'm opening up 20 more. Popular ASIC mining hardware, most often used in the mining of Bitcoin and other proof of work cryptocurrencies. Yeah, I don't know too much about that, but that is a cool image. It's not shiny or anything, but it's still nice. Okay, there's 5 in my hand, so let's see who's this? Who is this? You get a cookie if you know who this is. Anybody? Any takers? I'm just kidding. I don't think anyone knows who this is. Thomas Edison. Thomas Alva Edison was an American inventor and entrepreneur who made early significant contributions to modern power, communication, and financial systems. Though best known for creating one of the earliest light bulbs, honestly, that's mostly what I know him for. Edison also invented the motion picture camera, phonograph, and many other devices that are still in use today. So that is Mr. Thomas Edison. Did you know? I don't believe you if you said you knew that. Oh, did I show you the back of this? Thomas Edison. I mean, like, I've heard of him, but I don't really look at that image. And also that image is very colorful. So what is this? Is that shiny? Huh. It is shiny. It's kind of creepy. Zombie Corporation. This is the Zombie Corporation card. Okay. A zombie corporation is generally considered to be any business that requires financial bailouts in order to continue its operations. Much of the time, these companies are not profitable and barely able to service their debts without almost constant infusions of capital. I feel like this is not just an American problem, but it's overseas as well. But that's a cool one. Zombie Corporation. It's the suits. Oh, I got this one before. Enigma Machine. Okay, you could go check out my older videos if you want to see it. But this one we already got, I think yesterday. Yeah, I got this one yesterday. This one it says top secret on there. Ooh, I think this one looks kind of shiny. The light is really bright that I'm using, so I'm like confused if some of it is shiny or not. We're not gonna get a redemption card. Oh wait, never mind. I shouldn't be so pessimistic. There's 10 in this, and this is like there's 5 right now that I just opened. So I'm still gonna open another 15. What is this? It's just Bitcoin. It's another Bitcoin card, and this one's not shiny. So I don't know. I'm not a pro at this, but I just know shiny means more. And then serial number is better than shiny. Lucy to the moon. Hi there, Raw Food Writer. Welcome. Hello, Secret Twin. LFG. Oh, yeah. And also, one more thing I wanted to talk about is the delay in this Ethereum spot ETF and like what I think about it. So, we've been talking, I've heard about it on the news since before I went to China. So, that's like definitely more than 4 or 5 months ago. I remember there was like chats about this supposed ETH spot ETF because we have Bitcoin spot ETFs, and then hence why after the Bitcoin spot ETFs were allowed, I think maybe like 1 to 2 months, it was like a delayed pop. Then all of a sudden, Bitcoin hit a new all-time high just slightly from its like old 73,000, and it went to like 73,000 or 74,000 ish. Because it was like, oh, there's so much volume in the spot BTC ETFs. But then we had news like months ago about how there's going to be, because it's already approved for the Ethereum spot ETFs, but then it's still not being like traded. You can't actually get it. So then I personally think, so okay, first we'll read this. This is from Crypto Briefing. Okay. It says SEC delays decision on NYSE options for spot Ethereum ETFs. Regulators seek further review on trading options tied to Ethereum ETFs, extending the approval time. The SEC, the proposal aims to provide investors with a regulated way to hedge or leverage Ethereum price movements. The SEC has announced a delay in the decision, including decision on NYSE's proposal to list and trade options on several Ethereum ETFs, including the Bitwise Ethereum ETF and Grayscale Ethereum Trust, according to an SEC filing. NYSE filed the proposed rule change on July 23rd, 2024, seeking to list options on the Bitwise Ethereum ETF, Grayscale Ethereum Trust, Grayscale Ethereum Mini Trust, and other trust holdings. The proposal aims to provide investors with exposure to Ethereum price movements through options similar to existing commodity-backed ETFs. The SEC's delay stems from its ongoing examination of whether the proposal meets Exchange Act requirements for preventing fraudulent practices, ensuring fair trade, and protecting investor interest. The SEC has started a review process to evaluate the proposal further. The filing invites public comments within 21 days and rebuttal comments within 35 days, extending the timeline but without a set date for a final decision. If approved, the options would provide investors with a regulated framework to hedge against Ethereum price fluctuations or leverage its price movements, blah, blah, blah. So I guess there's no final decision date, which really does kind of suck, I think, for anybody that is interested in Ethereum like myself. But I will say I actually read this as an optimistic thing because I feel like this is the catalyst that will bring Ethereum prices higher. Because if it was already like trading on the New York Stock Exchange and the last couple of months, like the last 3 months, it was just being traded, and obviously the last couple of months crypto wasn't doing all that great, then I think there's really nothing more to throw Ethereum prices higher. But now, because it's good news because it was approved, but then it's not trading yet because they need to like deal with more issues and review it more. I feel like it gives time for like Ethereum's obviously moving up because I think everything's moving up as Bitcoin's moving up. But if Ethereum, let's say the all-time high for Ethereum was 4,800 in 2021, November, right? So I think if it goes to, let's say, even 4,000 without the spot Ethereum ETF, and then all of a sudden the news comes in and it's like, we're finally trading it now. Then I think that's going to be pushing it all the way up to a new all-time high. Hopefully. That's just my personal little estimate. Let me know what you think. If you think it's going to play out that way, or maybe it's somehow going to be canceled. Because technically, is Bitcoin and Ethereum the same thing? No. And I think personally, and I think I heard this from like Kathy Wood and other folks that like are the leaders at these different, I think Grayscale, I think one of the, either somebody in management at Grayscale also spoke like on the news saying how they're very careful, and that because with Ethereum, obviously you can like stake it and earn more ETH. I think that makes it like more different, right? Because with Bitcoin right now, it's not like you could put a bunch of Bitcoin in and earn some type of interest. So I'm not saying it's technically interest, but if it kind of is, it kind of feels like you're getting some type of interest, but you can't do it, I think, unless you have was it 20 Ethereum or something, or possibly more. Ooh. 100,000 Bitcoin soon. You guys are very, very bullish, but I think so. I wouldn't be shocked if Bitcoin does go to 100,000 before the end of this year. I think that would be awesome. Thank you for all of you guys that are in here right now. If you haven't already, please smash the like button and make sure you're subscribed. I come in whenever I feel like it, so make sure your notification bells are on. Satoshi. So I already have a Satoshi card. I think I have this art. I think. It looks really familiar. I think I got it last time, but this is series 2. There's a Satoshi card also in series 3. I don't know about series 1. Oh my god, I got it! Okay, I really, really wanted this card. And sorry, the loud scream excitement. I was so pumped. I just really want to see, sometimes things just happen when you least expect it. I totally wasn't expecting a Sam Bankman-Fried card. Okay, Sam Bankman-Fried, currency cred. Sam Bankman-Fried, or SBF, was the founder of FTX, a cryptocurrency exchange that filed for bankruptcy in 2022. Oh my god, can you believe 2022 was like, it feels like forever ago. It was only like 2 years ago. Oh my god. Anyways, before being indicted in the US on charges such securities fraud, money laundering, and wire fraud. SBF did hold the distinction of being a Fortune 400 member of the richest people on the planet. Bankman-Fried was also said to have led a very, quote, interesting social life. See, okay, so I know about this card because I saw it on the internet. Like, you could buy this. There are people who are collecting this. There's like shiny versions of this. So unfortunately, this one's not shiny, but I'm glad I got one. So it says FTX. Everything's burning at the back. Do you see that heart image? That's Caroline. Oh my god, it's so jokes. Yes, and the ankle monitor. Oh my god. This is the back. Yes. I'm so glad that I got this card, guys. You have no idea. I just want a shiny version of it now. Okay. Okay, now I'm excited for the next pack, but I don't think I'm gonna get a redemption card. Yap Stones. Any takers on what the heck this is? What is that? It's shiny. It's shiny. Yap stones. Rai, which is RAI or Fei, FEI stones, were large limestone discs carved by the inhabitants of Yap Island in the Pacific Ocean. Due to the difficulty of carving and transporting such large objects, the Yap stones served as a store of wealth and transferable form of money. Many economists have made comparisons between Yap stones and the gold standard, in addition to sharing many characteristics with Bitcoin. That's so, I never heard about this, but I think that's different from gold. Like gold is easily transferable. This is like hard to move around because they said it's so like big, right? I'm assuming heavy. Yeah, it looks like a donut. The art is cool. I just like anything shiny, but I really, really like the SBF card. I just wish it was a shiny one or a gemstone one or a serial one. Boom. Naive, because is that even art? I think that's just him. Some of them they draw like for SBF, but that's just a photograph, or did someone draw this? What is he saying? It's game over for dollar. Bitcoin is future. Naive Bukele. I actually forgot his, like if you asked me what his name is and that you would give me like $500 on the street, I honestly probably wouldn't be able to remember, but hopefully I'll remember him. Nayib Armando Bukele Ortiz is a businessman and the 43rd president of El Salvador. In September 2021, Bukele made the controversial decision to acknowledge Bitcoin as legal tender in his country. Actually, people aren't really talking about this man. I mean, shouldn't people be like praising him right now because like he's like the Bitcoin president, basically? I think that's pretty impressive. Like, he is a legend. Exactly. I think he's a legend. Dude, this guy, like, he saw the future of Bitcoin back in 2021 when it wasn't even like 16. Well, I think he made the decisions before it was 69,000. So that makes him like pretty boss. Okay, the last one is Ethereum. Currency cred. I already have Ethereum cards. So this is just like a different art, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we've done 10 more. I opened 20 yesterday, so this is 30 in total, and I'm going to open up 10 more. But I'm just not hopeful that I'm going to get a redemption card. Here we go. Redemption card, redemption card, redemption card. I'm going to ask my Magic 8 Ball. I haven't played with that in a while. I feel like my Magic 8 Ball is going to be like, no. Actually, let's first ask, is Bitcoin going to hit $100,000 before the end of 2024? What is it saying? What is it saying? Okay, I can't see. I'll just have to read it to you because it's not coming. Is it broken? I haven't used it in a while. It says ask again later. See that? It says ask again later. Okay, it's later now, so. Is Bitcoin going to be over $100,000 before the end of this year? I'm going to laugh so hard if it becomes true. It's asking me to ask later again. I feel like it just doesn't know. You don't know. Is Bitcoin going to be over $100,000 before the end of this year? It is decidedly so. You saw it. It's been pretty accurate lately. It says it is decidedly so. I didn't even know if that is one of the answers, but okay, creepy. So yeah, that's my Bitcoin question. But what was my other question? Okay, let's see if it could be right. Am I gonna get a redemption card in here? If it says no, I will like start to believe it because I don't think so. Oh my god, it's such a liar. It says yes, definitely that I'm gonna get a redemption card in there. All right, guys, I'm sorry. It's a liar. But I hope it's right about the whole Bitcoin thing, because I personally do think it could go. I do think that Bitcoin could go to $100,000 before the end of the year. I don't think that's that crazy. I mean, it's already at like 81, 82 today. So what's another $18,000, you know? Just the highest it's been like back in 2017. All right, last two cards. And it, like my Magic 8 Ball says, it's going to be a redemption card in here. I don't know. I'm going to freak out if there even though redemption cards could be like, I don't know, $80,000 with a Bitcoin. Or it could be, you know, like $80. Okay. Sorry, the struggle is real. And okay, I'm not going to look at it. So if I look at it, like you can see the back, like right away. You either see the image or you see, oh my God, I'm so bad at opening these. Why? Like, you know, when you see people opening cards on like TikTok, they make it look so smooth. The transaction is not smooth with me. Hold on. Okay, there we go. It's open. Is this the front? Yes. Ooh, that's new. Chateau Cheval Blanc. It says it's a 1947 French Cheval Blanc. One of the most expensive bottles of wine ever sold. The 1947 French Cheval Blanc sold at Christie's in 2010 for $304,375. The Saint Emilion vintage is one of only two to receive Class A status. This is a remarkable achievement given that 1947 was considered a bad year for Bordeaux region wine due to effect that extremely high temperatures had on the grape crop that year. Never had this wine. The most expensive wine I've ever drank is a $2,000 bottle Lafay. It's called I think it's Rothschild Lafay or something Lafay. I don't know. But that's like the most expensive. But this, I've never had like $100,000 wine. That is insane. If you ever tasted $100,000 wine, shame on you. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm totally jealous. And I feel like you just have nothing to complain about in life because that is crazy. That's crazy. I think it's crazy when people have watches that are like $300,000 on their wrist. There's like more than like a house in some places. But then to drink it is like a whole other level of rich, you know? Anyways, I wish this was a shiny card. I actually really like this one. It looks cool. Oh my God, it's so cute. It has a price tag on there. I like the art. Okay, another Bitcoin. Oh, we got this card yesterday. This is just a Bitcoin card. And I got that yesterday. Card is for wine people. Yeah, I wish it was shiny. Boom. Proof of stake. Oh, I think I got this yesterday. I think I got the non-shiny version. Proof of stake card. I'm sorry, but I'm disappointed. Naive Bukele. It's not even shiny. Okay, last one. Milton Friedman. Okay, Milton Friedman. I didn't know who that was, but I'm just reading the back. Milton Friedman, American economist and professor at the Chicago School of Economics. Friedman served as an advisor to United States President Ronald Reagan and British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. In 1976, Milton Friedman won the prestigious Nobel Prize in Economics for his work on